All right, I believe we are currently live. Let me get my chats up here. I don't know if anyone who's in here. I'm just gonna let this live fill up a little bit. Alexander, Mr. Thompson, how you doing? Can you hear me all right? How's the audio? Just trying to get my orientation here. There we go. Cool. So I wish this was more like a Zoom call style. It's easy to read the comments, but it would be cooler if it had more interactive capabilities. All right, there we go. Now I can stop making faces. Now that I got this going on, greetings to you. Just with a quick shop walkthrough. I'm gonna walk outside. It's raining today, which is not that cool, but I gotta be honest, the drive over to the shop was pretty amazing. Got a little sideways. Nothing like Quattro in the rain. You can see the Cadillac back here and the S55. Today I am kind of just touching up things around the shop. I'm like installing a clock and trying to get some of my posters and stuff up on the wall. You know, kind of basic stuff, but then also taking the head off. I don't know if I'm gonna get quite that ambitious today. I might save that for later this week. It is Thanksgiving coming up this week, and actually my partner, I do have a partner within this shop, and he's coming from Montana. We just pop the hood here. He's coming in from Montana, and he's got some blown airbags in his 350 wagon. Mercedes, it's, what is that, a W211, I think it is. So he and I are gonna go ahead and replace those bags. I'm gonna pop the hood for you here. Not like this is anything new for you. Here we go. Alrighty. Ugh. This is my gross underhood. I do have, no, he needs airbags because he has, his suspension has rear airbags in that E350 4MATIC wagon, and they just tend to fail, so we're gonna replace the airbags. I agree with you. Air suspension is dumb, in my opinion. It looks cool when your car is sitting on the ground, but you and I know that the performance on that is subpar. Anyway, there's old dirty. Not quite as pretty as yours, not even close. It's more like spaghetti and meatballs, but it's what I got. Let me take you, I'm gonna get a photo of this for you, but let me take you under the car and we can get a look. Oh, let's get a look down here. Let's see if I can show you the, where is it? Oh, there it is back there. I don't know, can you see that? That's your fuel pump and filter down there. Oh, I don't know if you could see that. I might have had the orientation twisted, but I'll get you a photo. And yeah, as far as, I mean, coupe is kind of, coupe is what I live for, and just really lucky that I found this one for $2,900 on eBay. It looked like a total pile of crap in the photos, and they were never going to sell it. And so I just called the listing, called the dealer directly, and started at $2,000. He wanted 25, and we settled on, or no, he wanted 29. I wanted to be at 25. But yeah, just, man, I really cannot get enough. The thing I love so much about the coupes is the pillarless design, and that when you roll down all the windows, you just get that super open vibe. And unfortunately, that's the thing that bums me out about the CLK 55, because I think the CLK 55 is such a cool car, but the rear windows don't roll down. That's a bummer. Big box of parts, as you and I discussed. I'm gonna tear it way, way down, and that's everything, almost everything. I didn't order an oil pump yet, but oil pump, like I said, is coming, because I don't want to go back into that engine. So yeah, timing chain, oil pump, water pump, belt tensioner, belt, pulley wheel, vacuum lines, all the manifold studs and all that stuff. I didn't buy new injectors yet, but I got new injector seals. I got valve guides. I don't know why, just in case they pull the head apart, I guess, because I'm not planning on popping those valves and putting new guides in. And that reminds me, I got to order a new expansion tank for the coolant, because that one is about as vintage as it gets. And it actually has a crack coming right over here that we discovered. There is the old crusty Audi. I got my custom license plate last night, which is cool, but it's just a stark reminder that every time I drive like an asshole, people will never forget. Dark helmet. Yeah, you're 100% right. Like you identified, we have that shop Hunter, which is a great shop. There's also Pro Machine, which is a good shop here in town. And yeah, that's really the first things is pop the head and throw a nice square on it and see what it looks like. And if it's looking questionable, then we're definitely going to the machine shop. Honestly, this thing is running pretty nice, even with the turbo blown and everything. The few times I had to start it to get it onto the trailer and to get it in here, it was running pretty smooth. So makes me hopeful that it's not too bad. I don't know. I don't know if running smooth is an indication of anything. When your turbo's blown and your head is blown, and I wish I still had my wheels off, because the other day I had the wheels off and was test fitting these calipers. These are 330 millimeter off a CLS 550, and they will bolt right up. I'm not sure if I need CLS 550 rotors, or if I go with the Silver Arrow rotors that came on the W129s. Those are known to be the working upgrade from the research that I've done. Yeah, calipers. And actually yesterday I was at the junkyard, and I wish I'd remembered my Allen key set, because I was pulling some rotors off of ML. I don't know if it was a 550 or what it was, but it had some nice calipers. And apparently the ML rotors can go on the Audi with a slight modification and some Porsche Cayenne brakes to get you like a 13-inch brake setup. But then also, it's likely that stuff would bolt across on here. I'm not sure if the ML bolts across or if it's just sedans. A lot of weird internet stuff. And yeah, brake booster. I don't know. I mean, that looks like it might have been recently replaced at some point. This all looks pretty nice and new, in my opinion, considering that this car sat for 8 years in the Bay Area. So I don't know, but I'm willing to play with that. I need to go back to the junkyard and grab that rotor. It wasn't a nice rotor, but I'm really just going to get it for testing because it's like $25 and will allow me to test some theories before I drop in on some nice ones. Yeah, it does look really clean. I mean, and you can see, it's got the ATE stickers on it, and the reservoir looks like it's probably new. So that's encouraging. What else was I looking at that I was trying to figure out? It's hard to remember. But we got these Zimmermans over here too. These are something I was trying to figure. These Zimmermans. Oh, I remember what the problem was. So my buddy. Oh man. My buddy got these for his. I believe these were for the 350 4MATIC, and I think he ordered the wrong ones. So I'm hopeful that if he did order the wrong ones and these are for non-4MATIC, that could just bolt up onto the coupe, which would be amazing. Who else is in here? I see someone else in the chat. Someone else is in the live. State your name. But yeah, so part of my idea for this is like I'm going to go live probably once or twice a month, just kind of updating the shop, what's going on, all of the W124 and C124 and M103 stuff. I'm going to make solid videos on and put that stuff directly on the channel, but I'll be touching base here in order to connect with people, see what people are up to, and then tell a bit about, about what's going on here at the shop. So still don't have the lift in, which is a bummer, but the 201, the 201 is in my backyard, right? You're talking about the 190D that I picked up with the donor transmission. That one's in my backyard. I just don't have a ton of space here. But yeah, that one's in the yard, just kind of marinating, waiting for that manual swap, which is going to be a ways out at this point, with the headwork on the coupe, and then also what I need to take the exhaust over to my buddy Alex, and we need to get that going. I do want to do a 190E really badly. I think that would be so fun to do a 190E. That one that I have, which is a 190D, because it's a diesel, it was hit by a deer and it's in pretty bad shape. So I don't think it's really the candidate for the resto, but yeah, I would love to do that. I think that would be super cool. Love that 190 body, the W201. I think it's cool, and I had one a while ago that I picked up. There's another crazy story. Like I had this Rabbit GTI, VW Rabbit GTI race car that I found for $1,800 on the side of the road in Park City with a for sale sign. It had a blown head. We picked it up. We restored it. It had a great story, as it was campaigned for multiple decades in the what was it, the Sports Car Club of America, SCCA events, and it was campaigned by a woman named, man, what was her name? Jeez, it'll come to me. But anyway, she actually went on to be the chairwoman for Porsche Club of America club racing. And so it had this great history, but we fixed it and we enjoyed it, and then we put it up for sale and sold it for $6,700 into Idaho. But so on the way to Idaho, I was looking at classified listings, and there was a 190D in the or 190E in the non-running section of the classifieds, but it said it ran, and they wanted $500 for it. And so while I'm driving to Idaho, I coordinated with my wife and my friend to go look at it, and ultimately the guy dropped it off at my house. I tinkered with it for about a week and put it up for sale for $2,500. Traded it for a rebuilt title Audi A8, which I then sold for $2,500 24 hours later. But anyway, so I had a 190 for a minute. That thing was a basket case though, so unfortunately this kid really wanted it, and you know, he knew what he was getting, but he just thought it was so cool, so he traded me for that A8. I felt bad for him, but yeah, so 190 I think would be awesome, 190E. Other things though that are coming, projects, I have a 73 Benz sedan. It's a 280 SE that I'm going to be doing pre-paint prep and post-paint prep, and that's going to be a fun project. I think that's my buddy Chris pulling in. He's trying to find my spot. He's never been here before. But yeah, so the 73 Benz is coming in. We're going to get that all ready for paint job, then do some carpet, do stereo. Also, I have Alfa Romeo 164S that I'm doing on consignment. So I'll be doing listings of that on, I think I'm not sure if I'm gonna put it on Cars and Bids, but get it cleaned up, list it, Alfa Romeo 164S. It's gonna be really cool. It's a 5-speed manual. And then also, my friend Mikey is going to bring over, he's got 2 E36 touring wagons, BMWs, that he wants a bunch of suspension work and other things done to those. So he's going to be bringing those over one at a time. He pulled those off of Bring a Trailer. Really cool BMW touring wagons. So looking forward to just all of those things, which are all cool projects. And you know, in between all of that will be basic stuff. So you know, we're going to be doing basic stuff here. You know, brakes, not oil changes because that's kind of a loss leader, but you know, just stuff like that. All kinds of regular maintenance for European and Asian. There, that's pretty cool. I've yet to really experience a BMW. Yeah, I mean, the good thing about BMW is I heard they brake all the time, so looking forward to making some cash on that action. Gotta love a Benz. Gotta love a Benz. It just runs forever. But yeah, what I need to do is get some signage up out of here, but we're not fully licensed and open for business just yet. Got a few things going with the business license and stuff like that. Got to dot the I's and cross the T's. But once we get some signage out here, there are people driving by every day, all day. And it's right next to there's like some housing over here, and it's right off this other industrial spot. And we've already got these guys to catch some eyes. So Cadillac and a big Benz sitting out there. Yeah, Jaguar. I'd love to get a funny Jaguar to play with. I think that would be awesome. But yeah, just opening up a can of worms. But honestly, if there's money in that can of worms, I'm into it. So, it's all about actually making a profit here, but having some fun. So that's kind of the mantra, is like doing cool stuff, but not at the detriment of the business. So always looking to take care of people and get, trustworthy mechanic work done with someone you can trust, like myself. That's kind of the biggest thing, right? How do you trust a mechanic? Well, I've been through it all, and I don't trust many mechanics, but here we can be trusted. Yeah, Alex, honestly, that would be my dream, is to just keep turbocharging these cars. I got my eye right now. I've seen one in Vegas. There's 2 coupes for sale in Vegas. It's a package deal. I want those so bad, but just not quite ready yet. Not quite ready yet. Here's Chris that just pulled up in the BMW. He's just coming to check it out. And there's my ladder, making sure to go around it. I'm not superstitious too much, but safety first. So yeah, who else is in the chat? Hey, Chris, my buddy Alex, he says, get a Benz. Yeah, I think Chris is kind of into the BMWs, and honestly, yeah, anything German seems good. So there you go, kind of a quick walk around. Like I said, I will send you some pictures. Yeah, no one's perfect. I will send you some pictures of that fuel pump up close and that stuff. And then, of course, as soon as we start tearing into the M103, I'll be sharing plenty on Instagram for you, and then also building some full videos for all the people out there. So yeah, it's been nice. I'm just gonna close this one out. Alexander, what time is it there in Thailand? I'm not good. I don't have that memorized yet. I just know we're on different time zones. Oh, man. Well, I appreciate you staying up to check it out. I had a late night myself last night watching the Formula One, which was actually really good. Surprising. I guess, Vegas redeemed itself, and I was pretty sure that no one was ever going to want to see Vegas Formula One again, but the racing turned out amazing. So there's hope. There's hope. Maybe they'll lower the prices so people like me can go and check it out. I don't know. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Alexander, I'll catch you on the Instagram. Have a good evening. Everyone else, have a great Sunday. If you need any work over here, we're doing work. We're just not officially open. And I got some part-time mechanics to come in, so we can get people taken care of, whatever you need. It doesn't have to be turbo. It can be basic stuff, all the basic stuff. That's what's it all about. So anyway, later, y'all. Have a good one. And I guess I'm closing this out.